Hello and welcome back to Locator Gaming. I'm going to play Marvel Champions, the card game, the LCG by Fantasy Flight Games. I just got the Scarlet Witch Hero Pack in the mail from my Team Covenant subscription yesterday. So I'm going to do what I have done lots of times here on the channel before, is I'm just going to play with the deck that comes in the Hero Pack against Rhino and then maybe Claw. We'll see how long the Rhino game takes. I like to just get it onto the table and play with what was provided before even thinking about any other kind of decks or anything. And I'll show some of the cards that I'm playing up close as I'm playing them, so we can look at those up close on screen. Now, Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, is an interesting character because she comes with 2 obligation cards. This Slipping Sanity card. You may flip to alter ego form, choose to either exhaust Wanda Maximoff to remove it from the game, or discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for each star icon in the boost area. Discard this way, place 1 threat on the main scheme, then discard this obligation. Something weird with the focus. A little there. But we've got 2 obligations we need to shuffle into here. I don't know how many star icons are in here against Rhino with Bomb Scare and Standard. I don't see any. I think there are some in Claw's deck. Yeah, especially when you add the Masters of Evil encounter set in there. I'm pretty sure almost all of those guys have a star symbol on their card. All those minions. All right, that's good enough. So we've got Rhino 1 and 2, and we've got the break-in here, 7 threat. And we lose. I think I just shuffled this, but we'll do it one more time real quick. And I don't think there's anything else to do for setup. We got his hit points on there. We've got a hand, so I guess we can look at our hero card here. So we've got Wanda. Superpowered Siblings as an action. Discard 2 cards from your hand and then draw 2 cards. But if Pietro's in play, then we get to draw 3. Limit once per round. 3 recovery. And then Scarlet Witch side, 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. She's an Avenger and Mystic. It's an interrupt. When boost icons on an encounter card would be counted, discard the top card of the encounter deck and count the number of boost icons on that card instead. So if we draw like a 3, we could try to get something a little more forgiving. All right, so I think we'll just go draw 6 cards and see if we get any Wanda's signature cards. We did. We got a couple, and then we got some Justice cards. So Hex Bolt is an event. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each card discarded this way that has boost icons equal to either 0, 1, 2, or 3. So on a 0, we deal 2 damage to an enemy. On 1, remove 2 threat from a scheme. On 2, we draw a card. And 3+, we place a status card on a character. That's cool. Place a status card on a character. I'm sure character must mean both villains, minions, and us. Heroes, alter egos, allies, villains, and minions are all characters. So you could choose. That's cool. You could either choose to put like a confusion or a stunned or whatever on a bad guy, or you could put a tough on yourself. That's neat. Magic Shield. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage, discard Magic Shield, prevent 3 of that damage. Well, as cool as these are, so we've got Heroic Intuition, which is +1 thwart. Multitasking is removing threat. Turn the tide. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, deal 3 damage to an enemy. These are not really like early game cards. We could block damage early with this one. Just get it out to block the first attack from Rhino. And maybe just have fun with Hex Bolt. Just to see. Just, you know, we're exploring, you know, just having some fun. And 1 card to pay for that, so maybe mulligan 2. Actually, turn the tide would be easy to thwart early in the game to deal 3 damage. Maybe I should keep that. I do have this action also, and not really knowing what's in the deck. Energy pays for that. Need 1 card to bring this upgrade out. I think so we see more cards. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. This is her Nemesis deck. It's a little bit shorter or lighter than the other characters' Nemesis decks because she had the 2 obligations is my guess. So we're gonna mulligan 2 and get 2 new cards. Crisis Averted, remove 6 threat from the main scheme. And Speed. After Speed thwarts, ready him. So Speed costs 4. I wonder if that changes what I'm going to do. I think it does. I like having an ally out that can help me do some damage because Scarlet Witch is not a heavy damage dealer. So as fun as Hex Bolt was going to be, doesn't seem that efficient right now because there's not any threat for it to also take off of the scheme. So I think we're ready to go. So let's play cards. We're going to play Speed. He's a 2/1 ally with 4 health. After he thwarts, I can ready him. So, not also the best time for him because there's no threat out there, but it's fine. So that's 2 energy, 3 and 4. Then I'm going to play the shield down and pay for it with Heroic Intuition. Now let's flip. And do I have to? I do not have to exhaust her to use her interrupt, so we'll just attack. Do 1 to speed. And doing a massive 2 damage to Rhino with both of those attacks. So on the hero side, I get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Agatha Harkness. Alter Ego action. Exhaust Agatha Harkness. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 of those to your hand and place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. That's cool. With our ability to take threat off, we're probably going to be wanting to spend a bunch of time in Alter ego anyway. Well, a bunch of time. Who knows what that means? Got a strength, which is 2 resources. Swift retribution. Hero action. As an attack, the villain schemes, deal 4 damage to the villain. Okay, it's not too shabby. Warp reality. When an encounter card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all of its effects and discard it. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of boost icons on that card. Okay. So that can lead to more acceleration. We got Order and Chaos here, which you need Quicksilver out to play. We got Strength with a bunch of 1-cost cards. And we ready. And villain phase. Add 1 there. And he's going to attack. We're not going to block. So it's 2 plus 1. I think 1 is fine. Is 3 damage. So we might as well just use our shield just to block it. Okay, now we get an encounter card. Sandman. Enters play with a tough status. That's a stun. There we go. Okay. I play out Agatha. Oops, play out Agatha with this. This is going to be a problem. I'm a thinking. I hold on to this. Place Swift Retribution. Okay, I'm going to bring out Agatha. Pay for it with Order and Chaos. I'm going to play Swift Retribution and pay for it with Warp Reality. It's a hero action. The villain schemes, so he's going to scheme. He gets a boost. He schemes for 2. Then I do 4 damage to him, so he goes from 12 down to 8. Now Sandman is going to thwart 2 off of there. And then after he thwarts, I can ready him. So that actually would do damage to him. Then we'll attack Sandman to get the toughness off. And that's another damage to there. I think I attack Sandman. Then I'm going to flip to Alter Ego. I can exhaust Agatha to look at the top 3 cards of my deck, add one to my hand, and place the rest on the bottom. Don't need Power of Justice. I probably shouldn't do this. Play a card from your hand, ignoring its resource cost. Discard cards from the top of the counter deck equal to the card's printed resource cost. To the bottom. So we've got 2 cards in our hand. Our hand size is 6. You know what I could do? Is that dumb? To discard these 2 and get 2 new ones? No, that's fine. We'll just end our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spiritual Meditation event. Draw 2 cards. Choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Turn the Tide. Deals 3 damage to an enemy after we... Oh, we got 2 of those. Molecular Decay. Hero action attack. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discard this way, deal 1 additional damage to that enemy. Oh boy. That has a cost of 3. Okay. Villain's turn. That goes there. There's a lot of threat there. There's going to be a lot of threat there. So Rhino's going to scheme for 1. Plus 1 is 2. Sandman schemes for 2. Counter card. When revealed, you are confused. If you're already confused, this card... Oh, so I can't even thwart this turn? Wow, is this just a huge loss? Because I cannot... All of these cards are in my hand are garbage now. Well, I can have speed take care of 2 and then be gone. Let's play Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards. Choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Crisis Averted. Hero action thwart. Remove 6 threat from the main scheme. If you paid for this card using a mental resource. Can I do this if I'm confused? I have to discard a card from my hand now. Let me think about this. If I want to play this, pay for it with that and that. Then I play both of these. because all of the threat would be gone. I have to discard a card. I'm not entirely sure how the interaction with these cards works. So that was a card I had to discard. Now I'm going to use Agatha because I'm still in Alter Ego. I get to look at the top 3 cards. Heroic Intuition is +1. Multitasking, remove 2 threat from a scheme. If you paid for this card using a mental resource, remove 2 threat from a different scheme. Wiccan. After Wiccan thwarts, discard the top card in counter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 damage to an enemy. I mean, I like having the ally. So I then play with this, and then I hold on to my Molecular Decay. I think so. Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to flip Scarlet Witch's side. I guess I thwart with her to get rid of the confused. Let's make sure this works first. So I'm going to play Crisis Averted. It's a hero action, remove 6 threat from the main scheme. If you paid for this card using mental resources, thwart ignores the crisis icon. I guess I should not have used speed that early, huh? If I would have thought about having this card in my deck, then oh, wait a minute. I gotta use Molecular Decay to pay for it. Ah, shoot. I could overpay and hold on to these 2, and that gives me 6 damage. I think that's better than playing out Wiccan. Oh, I hate to do it. It's not efficient, but I'm going to overpay. It's probably a dumb thing to do. So I get rid of these. However, I've got Turn Tide. I've got 2 of these. It's a 0-cost event. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, deal 3 damage to an enemy. And I'm pretty sure that this counts because it has the key. It has the word thwart after hero action. So I'm thwarting. And I've got 2 of them, and they're 0-cost actions. So that's 6 damage. So there's 3 going on Sandman, and 3 going on Rhino. And I guess I'm going to hold on to these 2. They're pretty expensive. I'm not drawing into a whole lot of cards next turn. But I could always play Wiccan when I'm in Alter Ego mode. So I'm done, so I only get to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. We got Quicksilver. Got Hexbolt again. So let's take a look at Quicksilver. Pietro. As an action, we can ready him limit once per phase. We saw Hexbolt ready, we saw Magic Shield ready too. That's one that prevents 3 damage from coming in. All right, so we're gonna ready. We add 1 here, and we get attacked for 2, plus 2. I think we'll go for the top. We'll use her ability and count this one instead. Ugh, it's also 2. That's 4. Yeah, okay, so now bad card. Explosion. If Bomb Scare is in play, assign X damage among heroes and allies where X is the amount of threat on Bomb Scare. If Bomb Scare is not in play, this card gains Surge. The villain schemes for 1 plus 2. We've already done this, so scheming for 3. Okay. So now Quicksilver, you're so expensive, man, but you're good damage. I think we're going to play Hexbolt. We have the option, we have the potential ability of drawing cards. And I'm going to pay for it with Wiccan and Magic Shield, I guess. So we discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each card, discard this way and has boost icons equal to. So the first one is 2 is draw a card. The second one is 0, deal 2 damage to an enemy. And the third one is 0, deal 2 damage to an enemy. That was a 4 damage card. And we got another card out of it, which is another Magic Shield. I wonder, this is like, these cards are so expensive. So, oh, but I could. This is a hero action. So let's do something. Let's thwart 2 off of there. Then we're going to flip. We're going to Agatha Harkness to look at the top 3. Oh, we could Hexbolt again. We've got Power of Justice. We have no Justice cards, and another Molecular Decay. I didn't draw into a double resource that actually helps me. I think I'll hold Quicksilver and pay for another Hexbolt with Molecular Decay and Magic Shield. Oh, it's a hero action. I can't. Because I'm in alter ego mode. Yeah, I'm 1 resource short. Shoot. I got a pretty full hand already for next turn. Did I put those on the bottom or did I put them on the top? I'll see when I draw. If I put them on the top, I got to move them to the bottom. And I'm done, so that's right now. So I get to draw 2. I could discard 2 cards to draw 2, but then I'm burning it through pretty quick. Oh no, I hadn't done it. Okay, we got Swift Retribution and Crisis Averted. I could be done here. We start out with 1. Rhino schemes because I'm an alter ego, so that's 1. Plus 1 is 2. So that's 5 out there. And now we get an encounter card. Ooh, it's our obligation. So let's read this again. Exhaust 1 to max amount to remove it from the game. Discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. And discard the obligation. Actually, I'm just going to exhaust. I think. Man, Rhino's only got 1 hit point. I just don't want to fly through that deck too fast. No, I'm not going to exhaust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And none of these are going to have the star, so it doesn't really matter what they are. And it doesn't get taken out of the game, it just gets discarded. There's the other obligation card. All right, it's my turn. We're in alter ego mode, where I'm going to Agatha Harkness to start off the turn. 3 cards. Got another Hex Bolt. Multitasking. Spiritual Meditation lets me draw another card to pick and discard. I mean, if I wanted to play Quicksilver, multitasking is not too bad because I believe I'm going to get Breaking and Taken out on this turn. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to take multitasking. These 2 are going to be discarded. Oh wait, they're not discarded. That was Agatha, so they go to the bottom. So if I flip, none of these are alter ego actions. Well, some are hero actions. I'm going to attack Rhino. So that's stage 1 Rhino done. We need Breaking and Taken. Comes out with 3 threat on it. And Rhino's gonna have 15 hit points. All right. If I want to multitask, I can pay for it with that, sure. Gets rid of 2. Oh, I need a mental resource. Swift Retribution. Gets rid of 2 and 2. Just doesn't get rid of Breaking and Taken though. I guess I could use all 4 of these to bring out Quicksilver. Thwart on that and attack, because he can be used twice. Fine, I'm not going to fret over it. Okay, so multitasking, paying for it with Swift Retribution. Remove 2 from a scheme. If you pay for it with a mental resource, remove 2 from a different scheme. Then I'm going to play out Quicksilver, paying for him with all 4 of these cards. He will thwart Breaking and Taken out of the game. He can ready, and he's going to attack, so he's got 2 damage on him. And that's my turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chaos Magic. Play a card from your hand, ignoring the resource cost. Oh, and discard cards equal to its printed cost. Power of Justice and no Justice cards. Spiritual Meditation lets us draw. We got Molecular Decay. We haven't seen this one yet. Scarlet Witch's Crest. When boost icons on an encounter card are counted, exhaust Scarlet Witch's Crest. Increase or decrease the number of boost icons on that card by 1 for this count. So I guess if I had that out and I really wanted to maximize one of my hex bolts on what I wanted it to do, that would be pretty helpful. Villain. So I've got 6 hit points left. So we added that. Now he's going to attack. So he's a 3. Plus 1 is 4. It's not going to get much better than that. I've only got 2 hit points left. Might have to flip and recover. Depends. We've got 9 damage. Can we get 3 more damage somehow? Oh yeah. I think the game's over. Well, it depends on what this card is. It's my bad card. Stupid guard minion. Because I said the game was over, we get a guard minion. Okay. Well, Quicksilver can get rid of that guy. So what's first? Spiritual Meditation is first. Draw 2 cards, then I gotta discard a card from my hand. So I draw 1 and 2. Yeah, then I gotta discard a card. If I flip, I don't flip. What do I discard here? I almost want to use Chaos Magic to play Molecular Decay. If I discard this, I could pay for Scarlet Witch's Crest. Attack, attack, Hydro Mercenary. Leave Quicksilver with 1 health to block the attack. Or I take care of this. Quicksilver takes care of that. Flip and recover. Multitasking can take out 2. What is the most efficient way to do this? Maybe I discard Let's hold on to the crest and now let's hold on to multitasking, I guess. I don't know if this is the right way to, if this is the right play. So that's the card I have to discard. From playing Spiritual Meditation. I was really trying to figure out, wait a minute, why do I have to discard again? So we're going to have Quicksilver attack the Hydra Mercenary. Then we get to ready him. Yeah, I guess Quicksilver just takes out the Hydra Mercenary, and then Quicksilver's gone. So now we can play Molecular Decay, and we're going to use Chaos Magic. So Chaos Magic, we play a card from our hand ignoring its cost, but we discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to its cost. So we discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Now Molecular Decay is deal 5 damage. So he's going to go from 13 to 8. Then for each boost, and discard the top 2 cards from the encounter deck. So we're going to be discarding this card, which is 0, and this card is 1. For each boost icon, deal additional damage. Okay, then I'm going to play Heroic Intuition to get +1 thwart, paying for it with the Power of Justice. Then she will thwart three off of here. We're going to flip to Alter Ego. I'm not going to use Agatha. I don't want the X. I'm going to get the extra encounter card now anyway. Okay, I might as well use Agatha, so I'm getting those two. Got a bunch of paint on my hand from painting minis. And 3 molecular decay. Yeah, we're going to keep molecular decay. And then these two go on the bottom. Hexball would have been fun. All right, so we get to draw, oops. We get to draw 4. 2, 3, 4. Swift Retribution, we got the shield, we got another decay, and another Swift Retribution. But we're an Alter Ego, so we can Agatha at the beginning and get another card too. And we can discard some cards, try to draw some like resources or something. So villain's turn. He adds 1 here. He's going to scheme, because I'm an Alter Ego, so it's 1 plus 0. And bad card for me. Hydra Bomber, when revealed, choose either to take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. I can't take 2 damage because I would be dead, so we'll do that. All right, we need to do 7 damage. First things first, I'm Papa. Agatha Christie, we draw 3 and pick 1. Didn't get any resources. These don't really matter for what I'm trying to do as damage, so we'll take that. Molecular decay for 5. And that costs 3. I can flip and thwart and then let the villain scheme and then do 4 more damage. All right, so we've got the winning stuff here in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've got 7 cards. Okay, let's flip. I guess I could use her ability. Oh, I should have got another encounter card. Hang on. When I reshuffled my deck. Attached to Rhino. Force interrupt. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. In his attack, discard charge. All right. I'm going to use this ability to discard 2 cards. I don't need 2 molecular decays. Well, I mean, I'm going to discard these 2 cards to draw 2 cards. And Pietro is no longer in play. Did not get any extra resources, so okay. Molecular decay with those 3 cards. Oop, I have to flip. To Scarlet Witch. So that's 5 damage. And then we get 2 cards, which are the last 2 cards. And if there's 2 boost icons here, 1 additional damage to that enemy. He's not a guard. Hey, look at that. Crowd control's got 2, so I didn't even need to play another card. 2 boost icons is the last 2 damage. Rhino defeated. All right. I'm sure I must have made, I don't know, I shouldn't say I'm sure I must. I probably made some mistakes. That's about an hour. I'm not going to go against Claw. We'll just leave it at that. But let's take a look at her nemesis. Luminos. After Luminos activates against you, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If 2 or more boost icons are discarded this way, deal yourself 1 encounter card. Ooh, gross. And what was the other thing I wanted to look at? Oh, let's look at the other cards that came in the pack. That's what I wanted to see. So just like the last couple packs, there's one of each of the aspects that were not in her starting deck and then a neutral. So let's look at aggression. Browbeat. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Deal 2 damage to the villain. Deal X additional damage to the villain to a maximum of 3, where X is equal to the villain's stage number. Okay, so that's helpful against more difficult encounters. Last Stand is a leadership card. When an ally you control attacks, it gets +3 attack for that attack. What? After that attack resolves, discard that ally. So what? If he's only got 1 hit point left anyway. +3 attack. Bait and switch. This is a green card, so the green screen's playing with it a little bit. The villain attacks, you remove 4 threat from the main scheme. So this is the opposite of the Justice card I was going to use if I needed to. Swift Retribution. So in Swift Retribution, it schemes and then does damage to the villain. In this version, it attacks and you can remove threat. We've also got Recuperation as an event. Heal damage from your alter ego equal to your wreck. That's cool. You can already be exhausted to do that. It's Doctor Strange in the picture. Okay, there you have it. There's a very basic playthrough against standard intro Rhino with the new Scarlet Witch Hero Pack. Kind of interesting. I don't know if Justice is where I would stay with her. She is very interesting that you're kind of flying through cards. She does have a good thwart. We were able to do some damage. I might look for some more Justice allies, maybe. I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much. But there you go. That's Scarlet Witch, the new hero pack. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're enjoying all the other series on the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.